A year ago today, the Wood Buffalo wildfire swept into Fort McMurray and triggered the single largest evacuation in Canadian history. Nearly 100,000 people were evacuated in just a few short hours, from Canada's oil sands hub to oil sands man camps provided by the oil companies north of town, or to points south, like the evacuation centers in little tiny places like Lac La Biche, Smoky Lake, St. Paul, and even Drayton Valley, and then off to bigger centers of Edmonton, Calgary, and Red Deer. Eventually, when it was all said and done and the fire roared off to the east, about 2,400 structures in town were lost, 10% of Fort McMurray. It's truly a testament to the firefighters who worked there to keep the damage that low when the fire was that big. But it was too much. Fort McMurray was already struggling. The downturn in oil and gas and Rachel Notley's policies were already devastating the city. It was incomprehensible now, horrific. People who were hanging by a thread because of a bad economy were finished off by a fire. And then, as though losing everything wasn't bad enough for people in Fort McMurray, environmentalists and leftists were saying that Fort McMurray deserved what they got, that Mother Earth was just smiting them for their oil sands. But regular people rose above those bottom feeders who were using someone else's catastrophic loss to push their climate change agenda of a vengeful Earth. Now, I've been part of a lot of things I'm very proud of here at the Rebel. I get to feel like I'm actually making a difference every single day. I'm giving voice to the voiceless, the deplorables, and the sewer rats. But the thing I'm most proud of in all my time here at the Rebel is how so many of our friends, allies, viewers, and fans rushed to help these Albertans when we put the call out. Just like those little small Alberta towns that doubled in size to take in evacuees, Canadians from all across the country stepped up to raise over $60,000 to help our friends in Fort McMurray. With Trudeau in Ottawa, it's easy to feel like the rest of the country sort of has it out for Alberta. We get the short stick in equalization, we get punished by carbon taxes, we get told that we're going to be phased out. But I know it's not true. Canadians don't have it out for Alberta. That's just the Liberals that do. Canadians love Albertans, and they gave what they could to help these Albertans when they needed it the most. Fort McMurray is still rebuilding. They'll be rebuilding for a long, long time. Some people may never come back to town. But no, Rebel Nation, we made a huge difference. So much of a difference that Rachel Notley even had to recognize all of you for all that you had done. It's a year later, but I want to thank you again for what you all did, each and every one of you. You did something for people you never will know, and you did something for me. You reminded me that Canada still cares about Alberta. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.